Hello, welcome back to Battle Brothers. I'm Jade
On Olish?
And remember how I was shitting on all sorts of general enemies in this game, except for a couple of types?
Well, here we have some goddamn vampires.
Yep.
Some. It's more than a few.
It is. I think we can very quickly guess how many there are, judging by the initiative order here.
Right. Yep.
Still.
This could have been skeletons sitting back outside Fog of War.
I mean, it could have been. And I mean, there are some skeletons we don't see, but they wouldn't have been acting so high in the initiative order.
I mean, fair, yeah.
At least it's just auxiliaries. One of the types of enemies I can just take unlimited amount of shits on in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that there is an upper limit of auxiliaries which would eventually kill people.
They're dangerous at the start, but at this point, like, man, I don't know.
It's basically impossible to entirely avoid damage.
Right.
Your ability to kill things that are sitting in melee contact with you goes down the longer the fight goes on, because fatigue. So eventually, infinite number of skeletons would overwhelm you.
Okay, if we're gonna say an infinite number of skeletons, sure.
So if we know that an infinite number of skeletons will overwhelm you, that does mean that there is some finite number that will. The only question is what that finite number is.
I don't
Is
know.
it
How do you
a number that the game can generate?
How do you jump from the infinite to the finite then?
Because you just... I mean, when we're talking about calculus here, you don't necessarily need to actually be dealing with infinite numbers to approximate infinite numbers. So you start dealing with the infinite as an approximate of a very large finite number. And then once you know that, you're not actually talking about a real infinite, just some arbitrarily large number of skeletons, then you start paring down, okay, well, how arbitrarily large? And that's how you get things like limits and breakpoints.
Yeah.
Look, math is wizardry.
Yeah, no, I got to calculus in college, and I'm just like, you're telling me this point has a slope. No, it doesn't. It's a point. By definition, it is just a point. You need two dimensions to make a line, to make a slope. Wait, no. You need one dimension to make a line. Yeah, and this doesn't even have that. It's a point.
You need 2 points to calculate a slope normally, yes.
And then calculus is just like, I'm making bullshit up, and you're gonna have to learn to do this. And I'm like, fuck. So hey, fuck calculus. Take a look at some of these necrosavants. You notice a little bit of a visual difference between those two down there?
Are we talking about their weird forehead tattoos?
Nah, something more generalized than that. There's two that look... Okay. So I know.
There's two that look like they've got Van Dykes and no shirts.
Van Dykes?
The goatee beard thing.
Oh, okay. No, doesn't it kind of look like two of them are healthier than the other two?
I suppose, yeah.
That necrosavant's gravely wounded, but that one's unharmed. Two of them actually started at full health.
Weird.
Yeah.
I mean, after you've wounded that one back into... I don't know. You've deflated the vampire balloon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that wasn't a 95. Yeah, I just can't remember having seen necrosavants start at full health and look so visually different. And that... You know, some guys get, like, their armor broken, or they'll get, like, a little bloody, or they'll look a little different if they get wounded. I never remembered it being quite so pronounced as looking at these, like, necrosavants and seeing them, like, kind of deflate and wither and look like shit.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. I don't believe I've actually noticed that either.
I mean, it's really obvious when there's the perfectly healthy ones surrounded by the two ones that are almost dead. But,
right.
Yeah.
Good shield work there.
Really shouldn't have taken Flamester off the hill. Or the one raised hex. You can call that a hill. what Flamester's profession is.
Do you have any spare nets?
No.
Okay. So I'm not sure why him being a fisherman is relevant at this point.
I just wanted to see if you remembered between videos. It's not relevant.
Hey, I'm not the one with the short-term memory problems and the long-term memory problems. When I have trouble remembering stuff, it's because it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I forget words and common names of things.
Like missile weapon resources.
Yeah, sure. Ammunition.
It's not like me, where I have to ask other people, hey, what did I do last Sunday? Does anyone know?
I think you just got really involved in... Was it even Crusader Kings?
I don't know. I wasn't streaming. Nobody knows.
Yeah, you weren't streaming. Like, I saw that you were playing games, and you just basically play games all day.
Was I? Okay.
Yeah. That's what I remember.
Okay. If anybody in the thread happens to know what I was doing last Sunday, let me know. I was about to say post in the thread, but it's just going to be lies and slander.
Yeah. Poor Travelogue.
Right. The one downside, the two-handers can't take 2 steps in attack. And I guess not having shield is the other downside, so 2 downsides.
Yeah, it's a pretty good downside.
Usually it is, but like lately I've been noticing that a Travelogue stands like in a formation, melee attackers will attack people that aren't Travelogue first, which I think has to mean that Travelogue with dodge and enough stamina and initiative for dodge to provide its full benefit, he's actually more evasive than some of our dudes with shields.
We've talked about this before, but the reason Travelogue became the first two-hander was because he had really good melee defense.
Yeah, but no, just the fact that plus, like, just that it's enough of a difference to make up for people carrying around, 15 to 25 points worth of shield.
Yeah.
Actually, no one out here has a heater shield, so, like, 15 to 20.
Yeah. So 15 to 20 points of shields, and, if you had 3 stars in melee defense, which I can't remember what he actually has for his stats.
Right.
But, over the course of 10 level ups, 3 stars in melee defense is 15 points.
I'm sorry, how many level ups do you think Travelogue has?
Travelogue is level 11, isn't he?
12.
Oh, okay, so... But the 3 stars doesn't matter for any of the ones past.
Sadly, no. But no, Travelogue was our first dude to 12. Man, I'm really hoping I'm remembering the post now. Because I think he leveled up last fight. And if not, it's after this one. But by the end of this post, he's 12. I talk about how little you get out of post 11 level ups.
Well, yes, because otherwise the way that power scaling happens is... the substantial difference between the first level and the 11th level, 10 level ups worth.
Yeah.
Would just be exacerbated even more. Like, there would never be any reason to hire anybody else, because once you hit a certain point, just the perks and... well, you don't get perks.
Yeah.
But just the continual increase to your stats, even if it's small, means that it's going to be hell for anyone to catch up after a point.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that the draw for getting new people at that point is to replace, like, lower base statted professions.
Yeah.
Like, a level 12, I don't know, farmhand is, like, I'd still take, like, a level 1 raider or, squire over them or something.
Yeah, but, one of the things in this game is that, like, your melee defense, like, you have a couple of people with really good melee defense, but they're still not at the point where... most things that they're fighting are only having a 5% chance to hit them.
I don't think really ever happens.
Right. Given an arbitrarily large amount of time, you could eventually get all of your people to that point, which would trivialize everything.
I don't actually... Oh, because, yes, I could keep getting 1 point of melee defense every level up post 11.
Now,
theoretically, I could have a level 99 dude with at least 99 points of melee defense.
I've seen people in the thread talk about getting people up to like level 30 and level 35. But if you got your normal level up rolls the whole time, even if you didn't get any more perks, you would reach like the ridiculous point much sooner.
Yeah, like 18 to 20. Those Necrosavants, though. We talked over it, but man, that last one did exactly what I hate them for. Just bouncing from one side of the map to the other and taking a slice at somebody and then teleporting away again.
Healing up.
Yeah.
Nope, vampires are always going to be assholes.
Yeah. Also kind of disappointed about the amount of loot we had here. I mean...
You got a handful of tools.
Yeah, 31. No, that's actually great. Probably would have been a lot better had I not, like, bought out Typhon. Well, no, I didn't buy out Typhon. They actually had more than I could carry away. But it's still good to find out here in the wilderness. Because we're not quite done. We've got one more place to visit. That's coming up next, and we'll see you there.